Wikipedia defines pornography as the portrayal of sexual subject matter for sexual arousal, presented in books, magazines, postcards, and other media. And while we've never heard of anyone who likes to jack off to postcards, we respect all tastes and fetishes. Porn's everywhere these days, and no one can deny the effect that it's had on modern society. But porn isn't new, and humans have been obsessed with sex ever since the dawn of time. The first known pornographic artifact is Venus of Willendorf, a small 4-inch statue of a slightly chubby woman with big tits. While they were freezing their asses off during the last ice age, these primitive humans still felt the need to jack off to a tiny naked stone woman. That tells you a lot about mankind. The ancient Romans and Greeks brought us marvelous contributions to physics, mathematics, philosophy, and pornography. They enjoyed to sculpt and paint sick and twisted representations of all kinds of sex. Oral sex scenes, male group gropings, open house orgies, anything you can think of really. They also have a pottery illustration of a man balancing a vase on his erect penis for some fucking reason. The volcano eruption in Pompeii in 79 AD revealed the Romans' deepest secrets. When archaeologists uncovered the petrified city, they found an interesting god versus goat sex scene, along with many huge penis sculptures. In parallel, the Indians were way more intellectual. Instead of sculpting giant cocks, they preferred to write books. So Vatsyayana wrote a book in the 3rd century on how to live a happy life full of love and happiness with one's family. He called it Eat, Pray, Love. We're kidding. He wrote a book called KamaSutra about some awesome sex positions he wanted you to try out, as well as some tips and tricks on how to get laid and how to be hot in general. Your parents probably have it somewhere around the house. The Europeans continued this tradition of writing books when they finally had the printing press in 1440. The books would get you horny, all while telling you a beautiful story. And in the time of rush modern porn and shitty acting, we all know the importance of a good plot. In 1846, people got bored of reading and writing, and used early types of photography called daguerreotypes and started showing naked people fucking ever since. In 1896, French perverts created one of the first erotic silent sex movies, Le Coucher de la Mariée, and during that same year, Thomas Edison directed the first commercial movie that showed a kiss on the big screen. This developed into more hardcore movies called stag films, which were screened in brothels, male sleepovers, and gym locker rooms. Professor Joseph Slade says they look like your grandparents having sex. Because no one wanted to see that, young entrepreneur Hugh Hefner had the crazy idea of founding a magazine dedicated to showing hot models that suspiciously look a lot like your buddy's hot sister. Playboy magazine was born. However, things weren't going great for porn in the US. The Supreme Court ruled that pornography was obscene material with no social importance and was subject to censorship. However, Italian badass and porn crusader Lars Braun didn't give a shit. He was sued many times for filming silent sex movies, but was later induced into the AVN Hall of Fame. His company produced the first hardcore movies in color, and his business partner even had him install public porn booths in the US and Canada. Denmark was the first European country to legalize porn in 1969. Shortly afterward, Braun ushered the golden age of porn in the 70s, when the US Supreme Court had reconsidered its stance on porn bans. Ron Jeremy and Nina Hartley are two of the most famous names in porn, and they made it into regular households through VHS tapes. From there on, video pornography boomed, especially with the internet. Higher quality clips are constantly being released on ever smaller devices, from amateur videos to expensive productions. Today, there are many websites dedicated to porn, from fetish material to interactive games. With the development of the new VR porn, teenagers these days might get so caught up in fapping to screens that they forget that there are actual men and women out there, with real organs, waiting for wonderful lovemaking sessions. Hey guys, if you like our videos and you love porn, subscribe to our channel and like our Facebook page.